Welcome back. I'm glad to say we have the spokesperson for the Labour Party, Yunusa Salisu Tanko, with us on the line. Yunusa Tanko, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You are well aware, of course, as a party man, of Peter Obi's press conference yesterday. One of the things he says was his assessment that the verdict of the Supreme Court was a breach of confidence and a total failure of justice. What's your take on that?
Well, the truth is that it's amazing to me how Nigerians could be carried away with the simple fact that they are seeing what is white and they are calling it black just because it benefits them at the moment. And somehow they accuse us of doing the same thing, saying probably because the judgment does not suit us. That is why probably we are crying wolf. It's either us or the highway. But that is not the truth. The truth is that the fundamental issue that affects you and I have been completely juxtaposition. I mean, I can't imagine where we ascertain with evidence of proof that this particular candidate did not meet the prerequisites to run for election. We have been shouting this particular matter on top of the hills until when His Excellency Atiku Abubakar was able to challenge this particular matter and take it headlong to the university, and it was confirmed that this particular person did not meet the requisition to contest for election. It was proven beyond reasonable doubt. Now, our apex court, which is supposed to be the hope of the common man, and of course is the court of policy, and they are supposed to protect the integrity and the sovereignty of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not only look at the issue of technicalities, but this particular fact was kept in abeyance. And then you are telling me that probably that Peter Obi disparaged or called the Supreme Court. He didn't call them anything. He was only trying to tell Nigerians, those who do not want the right thing to be done, that look, this is a dangerous part in which we are going through. Today it may be him, tomorrow it may be you. They may even cry more than us. Because what we are saying is that the right thing needs to be done for the interest of the Nigerian state. And that was not done. Despite the fact that we are Democrats, and Peter Obi alluded to the fact that as a Democrat, he has accepted the ruling of the Supreme Court. But that doesn't mean, that means he's agreeing with it.
Okay.
None of us, we are not agreeing with it, but we can accept the ruling because we are Democrats.
All right. I didn't hear Peter Obi say, well, I'll come back to that very shortly. But why did Peter Obi refuse to congratulate President Bola Tinubu? Some could argue, and some are argued actually, that he should have congratulated Mr. President for the sake of peace and national unity, and, presented himself as a good sportsman.
As a sportsman, he has made it clear that if I go into a contest, a free and fair contest that is clear, I will go and congratulate whoever defeats me. It's just like a football match. Can you imagine playing a football match with Manchester United and Arsenal, or Kano Pillars and stationery stores, or lobby stars? Now, a penalty kick is being given in my own space. I am lobby star. A penalty kick is being given at my own space against Kano Pillars. Then the penalty will be taken and go and score against the other. And you expect the Kano Pillars to go and congratulate me for defeating them? Does that sound right? You cannot place something on nothing. What we are saying is that the right thing has not been done. If the election was free and fair, the IRF was pronounced and as I went due. Look, 3 elections took place on the same day. 3. 2 were publicly uploaded onto the IRF. Only one, the presidential election, was completely denied of that particular privilege. And then we are crying that it was a glitch. All of us knew that it was denied. You and I know, everybody knows, even those who won the election knew that there was
some are saying in the spirit of national unity, seeing that there's nothing else to be done about this election, and moving forward and moving on to prepare for the next election, to lower the political temperature, congratulate the president.
No. The question is that Did the people who perpetrated this crime against the hope of the Nigerian people, did you know, are they aware of the national unity in the first place before they committed this particular heinous crime? The answer is no, because 12.5 million Nigerian youth who started believing in our electoral system registered to vote, and they were told that ABC will equal 1 plus 2 will equal to 3. And at the end of the period where 1 plus 1 was supposed to equal to 3, it was jacked up to 7. And you expect this Nigerian youth to believe and trust in you anymore? That is the danger. Did they think of that before they perpetrated this particular crime? Did they think of the unity when they were segregating and denying Igbos from voting?
Yeah, Tanko, because of time, some of your counterparts in other parties, Obi's counterpart, presidential candidates in other parties have made this statement. I do not accept the judgment, but I accept the verdict, saying they don't accept the overall judgment on the different issues raised, but they accept the total verdict, the final verdict, which is that the president right now was duly elected. Some will say, well, that's the right thing to say. You don't accept all what the judge said, but you accept the decision. But we've not heard Obi say that he accepts the decision, though he disagrees with the judgment. Is that a right choice to take, bearing in mind the fact that the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land, and its decisions are legally binding?
Obi said clearly that he accepted the verdict of the Supreme, and he said that was the end of the road for us in the process. But that does not mean he accepted the judgment. But the procedures are finished. We accept. He said it clear. I can send you a copy of his right. So nobody should change the narrative to say Obi did not accept the ruling of the Supreme Court. We accept the ruling, but we do not agree with it.
All right. Will the Labour Party continue to be... Yeah, Obi talked about the role of the Labour Party as an opposition party, which has basically put an end to any hope of there being a sort of a government of national unity. What kind of opposition will Peter Obi, the Labour Party, and the Obedient Movement, his supporters, play for the next 4 years?
Let me make this clear. The Labour Party and the Obedient Movement, including our principal Peter Gregory Obi and Deputy Baba Ahmed, will provide a constructive opposition, a solid and constructive opposition, and that, of course, this particular government should take it as a free consultancy, because we will be pointing out issues that where they fail to take decisions, and we will point out the issue with facts and figure, including possible solutions. So if the government they are wise, they should be able to look out for all of our criticisms and use it to correct the system. That is free consultancy for them. And so therefore, in a way, we have helped them in building a nation. We will not keep quiet to see what is happening, just like as he said yesterday. He gave a simple example. How would you be buying cars for the First Lady's office? He was giving cars as bulletproof cars when he was governor. But what he thought was right was that he sold those particular cars and told Peugeot Nigeria to produce him 60 cars. 60 cars, and then he gave those particular cars, 18 of them, to the judiciary in the state. And he gave them some to commissioners, and some he used them. That was at the time in which Nigeria was producing cars, or at least assembling cars in Nigeria. But today we are producing cars. What do you need those particular cars for? For what reason? The wife of the president has actually told Nigerians she doesn't need Nigerian money to survive.
Okay.
They have enough. So if they have enough...
Tanko, Yunusa, Salisu, Tanko, we have to go, but it seems the Obedient Movement, Peter Obi and Labour Party are going nowhere. Yourself, the likes of Aisha Yusuf are going nowhere. But it remains to be seen if Labour Party will continue to provide a platform, an acceptable platform, a comfortable space, a safe space for Peter, because we can't forget that the party was there before him.
Point of correction, we are going somewhere. Our dedication and determination is get to the villa for the interest of the Nigerian people.
Will the Labour Party continue to provide that safe and reliable platform for Peter Obi and his supporters? It's a good question to ask.
That is exactly what we are going to do. Within the period of time, you will be seeing our opposition, solid opposition with concrete figures and including solutions.
All right. Thank you very much, Salisu, Yunusa, Tanko, for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.